Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Peace be upon us all. Previously, I would like to thank the audience who have been here because I hereby have the opportunity to deliver my speech entitled Your Language Reflects Your Personality. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Adelia Rahmawati. I'm from SMA Negeri 1 Welahan. Ladies and gentlemen, language plays an important role in all aspects of life. We use language to communicate with each other. Language is also a tool for conveying our ideas and opinions. Without the language of human civilization, there would not be. Because in fact, human is a social being who always needs the help of others. In this case, a tool is needed to bridge their communication, that is, with language. So, the role of language is vital in human life. Language cannot be omitted or considered unimportant. In the development of formal language, linguists even made some rules in it, which indicated that this language had binding rules. This rule was created in order to create good and correct language. Language that is in accordance with the value of manners, and language that reflects the authority of a person. Ladies and gentlemen, without realizing it, language can be used to judge and know how a person's personality is. We can judge them by how they speak, how is their intonation when speaking, how is their word chosen. It can all reflect what their personalities are like. I will give an example. We have a quiet friend. He rarely speaks. Of course, we don't know what his personality is like. If you look at his appearance, he is a kind, polite, friendly, humble person. However, when we talk to him, it turns out that he often swears at trivial things and likes to talk about the ugliness of others. From this, of course, we can conclude that he is a disrespectful person, isn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a famous Japanese wise expression, ajining diri ono ing lati, which means that a person's self-esteem can be seen from his speech and from how he speaks. This become my shield and benchmark in living life and maintaining my speech. Do we have to agree or not? The answer is yes. I will give an example. When there is a student who often speaks harshly or dirty to his friend, and even his teacher, then naturally others will judge if the student is a naughty student and has no manner. Many times people get into trouble because of their wasteful speech. This phrase teaches all of us to speak politely and to speak according to the place, person, and situation at hand. Good, correct, and polite language applies to all languages, and foreign languages are no exception. We, as teenagers, future leaders of the nation, must be able to choose the appropriate word in talking to someone. We also have to be able to see the conditions, who our interlocutors are, and how is their culture. Do they have some culture like ours, which in fact adheres to Eastern culture, which is always friendly to others and even foreigners. For example, in Indonesia, we ask our neighbors, "Hey uncle, where are you going? Why not ride a motorcycle as usual? Instead of riding bike." What happened? The question can be interpreted as our concern for him, but it couldn't turn around if in European and American countries. They would assume we were meddling in their business, and they would be distracted by the question. So, the point is that we need to be able to put ourselves according to the conditions, the culture, and who we are talking to. Because our form of hospitality will probably mean the opposite to them. If people use polite, gentle, easy to understand language and the words are not offensive, we must be comfortable communicating with them, right? But try if the language is rude, especially swear words are also spoken. We must also feel uncomfortable communicating with them. From the language, we can predict how their personality is. We can judge how their nature is. Are they arrogant, humble, humorous, friendly, and so on? If we want to be seen and regarded as good people, people who have high self-qualities, of course, we have to improve our way of speaking. We have to change our own language. We also have to be able to adjust to where we speak, adjust to how their culture is, because good language is not only about polite language, but how do we learn to adapt and respect their culture. There is nothing difficult to start fixing ourselves, fixing our language that is still not good. It is possible that we have hurt the feelings of others with our way of speaking. We can also be an example for others to use good and correct language, because language is very important as a medium of communication. If we don't speak well and correctly, how will we teach that to our children in the future? How do we deal with future job interviews? How will we lead our team in the future? Because language is really a reflection of who we are. Thank you for your attention. I hope you have a beautiful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.